Welcome back to another December Daily Gaming Radar. Today's game is by Repos Production. 4 to 8 player game for ages 10 and up. Could take 30 minutes. And the name of that game, my friends, is the second edition of Cash and Guns. In an abandoned warehouse, a gangster band is splitting its loot. But they can't agree on the split. It's time to let the guns talk, and soon everyone is aiming at everyone. The richest surviving gangster wins the game. Cash and Guns helps you relive the best scenes of your favorite gangster movies. The goal is to have more money than anyone else after 8 rounds while still being alive. Each round, one player is the boss, and he controls the pace of the play. First, loot cards are revealed on the table to show what's up for grabs. Next, players load their guns by secretly selecting either bang or click click card from their hand. The boss counts to 3, and on 3, each player points his foam gun at someone else. Due to his status, the boss can tell one player who's pointing a gun at him that he needs to point it in another direction. After a pause to observe threats and measure the seriousness in an opponent's eye, the boss counts to 3 again, and anyone who doesn't want to risk getting shot can chicken out and remove themselves from the round. Everyone who's pointing a gun at someone still in the round now reveals their card. And anyone who's the target of a bang takes a wound marker and gets none of the available loot. Starting with the boss, everyone still in the round takes one loot card at a time from the table. Money, diamonds, paintings, the position of boss, medical care to remove a wound, or a new bullet to add a bang card to your hand until everything has been claimed. After 8 rounds, the game ends. Whoever has the most diamonds receives a big bonus, and paintings score based on the number of them that you've collected. Whoever has the most valuable stash wins. Alright, so they gave us a good write-up on that, I think. Now this game, when it came out, was nominated for a lot of awards. It won a few. UK Best Party Game winner, Golden Geek Best Party Board Game winner. So, a few nominations. This game has been out for a while. This edition just came out 3 or 4 years ago. About 4 years ago, I think the second edition of this came out. And it's been unacquired so far by myself and the 20-Sided Warriors. Now, I want to say up front that although the game itself is listed for ages 10 and up, every parent out there, you know your own children. You know your children better than I do. You know your children better than the publisher here does. But just to be warned that although everything is done tongue-in-cheek, this does use, as the publisher said in the blurb I read, this does use replicas of guns. Foam replicas of guns that they are literally going to be pointing at each other around the table. So, just wanted to let you know. Maybe that's all you needed to hear, and you can turn this video off now because that's not for you. If that's the case, fine. I'm very glad that I gave you that opportunity and let you know before we got in further. However, if you want to hear more about this and see more, then please continue. Yeah, so the tension that this game is building up, because this is a bluffing game, which is very cool. You don't know if the other player is actually intending on shooting you or anyone else or not. You hope not, but you have your own defense mechanism there, don't you? But it builds up this little level of tension that I can totally understand how the publisher talks about recapturing the feel, reliving the feel of a gangster movie. Those scenes like this where everything gets very tense between each other. You know, you start to see the evil starting to fold in on itself. And this game seems to be capturing that in spades here. This game seems to have it. Full house. I really don't know poker terms. Now, the game comes with, like I said, the foam guns, and they're all the same. They're all similar, just dark with a little discoloration at the end of it. And there's enough for everyone to have one and be able to be pointing them at each other. But there are expansions for this game. So besides having to deal with the fact of trying to acquire the most loot than everyone else and making sure that you got the drop on them before they get the drop on you, well, now new guns come into the play. And quite literally, because they have an expansion called More Cash and More Guns. And it does, it adds in a ton of more loot to the game, as well as adding in some new weapons that have their own little bonuses, their own little specials, their own little things about them to make them all a little bit different, give you a little bit of an edge, hopefully. And then the second edition also has an expansion, Team Spirit, which is exactly that. It's going to allow now team play. You know, so you can have up to 9 players in the game at this point, and this way you're able to actually team up and see what benefits that brings you. So the game has a great history, has a great creative team behind it. It's an award-winning game, second edition with expansions already out, but not so many that you're going to feel lost. 2 box expansions, that's it, a few promo cards. So you can definitely jump right into this game. So if you're looking for a game that you can play, that's going to feel like you are a gangster and everyone else are part of your mob, now everyone wants a little piece of the action. This game takes that slice from the gangster genre and takes a magnifying glass to it. Perfectly, beautifully. So yeah, up to 8 players, and this game is going to play in under an hour, maybe even close to 45 to 30 minutes. Nice, quick little filler style party game that's going to give you a lot of fun, excitable tension. So Repos production, Cash and Guns, second edition.